guys, I was going to make a little update video here for you on the Cub project. We've got a little bit there done since the last video or whatever. Got both of the wings are painted. Got the end numbers on both wings, top right, bottom left. Got them on the rudder, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But anyways, what we're working on right now is the boot cowl. I've got it all scuffed up, ready for primer. But I had to put all this together to get everything there fitted and get all the holes there drilled out for the, still got tape behind it there, but get all the holes drilled out and get it all mounted on. And then I put riv nuts all across the top up here, and I had to put the dash in and the windscreen and all that, and then the trim, and that took forever to get that. Whenever you buy it from Univar, it's already kind of been in a U shape kind of, but you still have to form it and massage the metal and this and that, or aluminum, whatever. But yeah, but anyways, got the dash in, been working on the door frame here, and had to TIG weld some hinges on. This is not the door that came off of this plane. The door that my grandfather had on here came off of a L4, so it had this kind of channel type stuff right here around all the, all the way around the whole outside frame, and had it in here, and had screws about every 6 inches apart all the way around. And that's the door I grew up flying with, but I didn't want to put it back on because it wasn't an original, off the factory type door for this plane. So anyways, but I had to do this little lip right here that sticks out on the door. I had to take and bend it out a little bit to get my door and everything here to line up and shut right. But everything there is, works like it's supposed to now, and she goes up and down and works just fine. But it looks kind of rough looking. I'm gonna take and try to smooth some of this here out with a little sanding disc, and but it's still solid and slick and smooth there on the bottom side and everything. So it's a pretty decent old door to be 70 something years old or 80 years old, whatever. And gonna get it all cleaned up, and I was gonna try to do a little blasting, cleaning it up today outside, but it's raining, and so that ain't gonna happen today. But the inside, not much has changed on it. I took my throttle covers and trim, fuel covers and stuff, trim cover and all. I had all that painted with like a satin black, and so I wasn't able to really, like where it says close, open throttle and all that, I had to take a paintbrush and some silver, like model car enamel paint, and I painted all the letters on there, and it looked good, but I just wasn't real happy with it. I was like, well, I'd rather paint them gloss, so that way there you can wet sand it with 600 or whatever to get the aluminum numbers to pop back through, and then put clear coat on it. I put the that's Airtech high gloss black, and then I put a high temp, I think it's like a VHT or something brand from AutoZone. It's a high temp clear coat, and man, that's some jam up stuff, so. But anyways, I gotta drill the hole for the primer and the clamps that's on the back side back there. There'll be I think mistaken, I had 3 of them on here. I gotta look to find the other one, but there's one goes here, a screw over here, and I think one in the middle there below the compass or whatever. But anyhow, she's getting closer. Once I get this boot cowl painted yellow, I'll get it back on, let it set for a few days, and it ain't coming back off. Once I get it painted yellow, it's going on and it's staying on there, and then I will paint the lightning bolt on. I don't know, I may take it off to paint the lightning bolt just so I can get the black, back up behind the cowl in there just a little bit, because sometimes there's a shadow, but I mean, heck, it ain't nothing to get in there with a little paintbrush and hit it in the area there where it's at. But anyways, the wings, they're right there. I'll pop some pictures here in and show you what they look like after I had them painted and everything. And yeah, the paint's dry in the pictures that I'm gonna put on here. Everybody asks, is that paint still wet? No, that's just the beauty of Airtech. You know, so Airtech paint to me is by far better paint than polyfiber or any others. They don't pay me to say that, but I'm just saying that from experience. But anyhow, they look good. Wings are jammed up beautiful. And then in here in the paint booth, got the trim that goes at the bottom of the windscreen. I got my acrylic for the windows that I'm fixing to start cutting out here in a minute. Brand new sealed struts from Univar. I've had those things for a couple of years. They've been up on top of the office and everywhere, whatever, and wrapped up in the big old tube. And engine cowling over there. Got to rough all that up and shoot that with primer. Now, whenever we TIG welded the hinges onto the door frame or whatever, this gas tank from the factory, these things, and this is an original 70-something-year-old gas tank that's still in good shape. Whenever I took it out, it was good shape, and I filled it up with water all the way to the top to try to test it for leaks. And all of this is soldered all the way around. All of that, every bit of it soldered on. So the neck right there was soldered on, and I thought, you know, I didn't know if it was welded or what, you know. So anyway, I had two little pinholes, like you stuck a needle in it and pulled it out, you know, right over here, like one here and one back here, whatever. So anyway, I took it to my cousin and we tried monkeying with it. Couldn't ever get any. If I had been smart and thought about it and knew it was solder from the get-go, I would have took my little soldering iron and just hit it, melted the solder, and closed them holes up, and that'd have been great. But I didn't. So anyway, we tried to start heating it up. Anyway, all the old solder fell off, blah, blah, blah. Couldn't get nothing to stick to it. Couldn't ever get any kind of solder to stick. I went and picked up some, what is it, Stay Silver, silver flux for silver brazing. Tried that. Tried every flux there known to man there, I believe, and every different types of solder. But what I think I came down to, the buddy of mine told me that he thinks that it's probably pure lead is what they used back in the day. Very possible. But I tried soldering that thing, man, and I was like, well, let me try silver solder, real silver solder. I tried that and it stuck, and it stuck on there, but it looked like crap, and I just couldn't get it to work right, so I stripped all that off. And anyways, we just ended up TIGging it with some like 308 stainless rod, real tiny, tiny stuff. Anyways, like 1/16 rod. I bought me a new welder and got the, what is that, a Miller Multimatic 220 AC/DC. Does stick TIG, MIG, aluminum, steel, whatever, anything there you need to weld. Alright, and then here's the rudder. I got it done, and you know, tail feathers and all of that. It's all in here, and some more pieces and whatnot. Got the teardrop covers and other covers there, and I got the paint mask from Clyde Smith, Cub Doctor guy, and it was like $100. It's crazy high, and if you got a local vinyl sticker place or whatever, I'm sure they can make a paint mask there for you cheaper than $100. My guy here in town that makes stickers and vinyl stuff for me said that it's around $50, you know. So anyways, that's a thought, you know, and they can do the same kind of font, letter style, and all of that. This is what the original factory stuff there was. And there's the little jerry struts and valve covers and the old brand new dash that I screwed up and drilled the primer hole out months ago and put my gauges in, and I was like, I'll go ahead and get that done, set it on the shelf, and not thinking that it wasn't in the right spot. And my mag switch, got it all redone here, repainted, whatnot. The gas caps, one for the wing tank, then the main tank here, I got a new gasket and all to go in it or whatever. So, but anyways, that's what we got. Props over here, all polished out. So anyways, I'm just gonna show you that. But anyways, that's what I got going on, and I'll throw a couple of pictures here at the end of the video and show you the beauty of these wings and everything. And hopefully the next video there I'll get uploaded here will have a lightning bolt on, an engine, and you know, finally assembling this bad boy. And anyways, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Stay safe and God bless you.